Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terra Tech. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back to base. But before we do that, I was actually looking at my bot here, and if you look at it, it's just slightly off. I think what I was supposed to do is put another row of blocks on this side, and then one more down here and one more down here. And that would center it up a little bit because it's not quite as large on the top as it is on the bottom. I haven't really stopped to look at that. You can kind of see I have 3 on the bottom on the second row, and up here I only have 2 because I'm missing the row on the top. And some of you guys may have noticed that. I didn't catch it. Nobody's posted in the comments, so maybe we all missed it. I don't know, but either way, I'm going to make that a little bit more even. That is going to add more weight up to the top, but, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm not really too worried about that because this bot pretty much has seen its run. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head back to the base, and at some point when we get enough blocks, I'm going to see if I can do something for the holiday, guys. Now, we have Thanksgiving coming up, and I want to see if I can make a turkey. It just sounds so stupid. I know, it's nuts. Why would you ever want to try that? I don't know, just for the fun of it. Now, again, if we could dye the blocks, so many things would become a possibility. It would actually start to take on the shape, and you know, we could sit there and change them slightly different colors because, you know, yeah, they could go the easy route if they add that in there and just be like, okay, you can change the blocks to like 9 different, you know, colors. Or they can just open it up to like infinite possibilities if they give you that whole spectrum like that you do on basically any other program where you can have every shade under the sun. And if you can do that for each and every block, you'd really be able to start making stuff like in Minecraft where you're designing faces and they look like people, you know, like you could call it the Tom Cruise bot or something, you know, and it would actually look like his face or something. It would be possible for some people out there. I can't believe I just got stuck in here. Let's see if we can break ourselves away. I knew that hill was going to be too steep for this bot. You know, it's not able to make those sharp and drastic inclines. I mean, it's just because it's too much weight all around and it's a wide bot, and it just, unless I had bigger wheels, it's just not going to be able to do that. But again, you know, just having that flexibility with the colors would be, I think, amazing. Now, they may not want to go that route, but if they do, I'd be all for that. And if you guys like that idea, definitely go over there onto their forums and let them know, because they do listen to what you guys have to say. If you, you know, all seem to want something, they seem to incorporate it into the game. They're kind of flexible in that sense, because other game manufacturers out there, yeah, they want to make you feel like you have a say in where the game goes, but only in like the very strictest sense. You know, like they give you the options of which way would you want it to go, and then they give you the options, you know, and it's kind of like, well, what if none of my choices were on those options? Well, then, you know, tough basically, because they're not giving it to you. They just can't, because the technology's not there. They just don't have the resources and the money to invest in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get above this. Let me see if I hit my boosters. No, it just won't do it because my boosters are not strong enough. No, there we go. There we go. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. So as you can see, my shield does get recharged here as I destroy some of the blocks, this wood here, and it gets thrown up here on top. It can go ahead and use some of that as the fuel to charge up my vehicle. So that is always a possibility later on in the game, and in fact, it's actually a pretty good one. When your bot starts becoming a geocore and you move on to like the big boy stuff, you know, I call it the big boy because one geocore block may be the entire size of like 50% of my bot right now, you know, and that's just one block, and you're gonna have like at least 6 or 7 of them to get the basic design that you have here. You know, it just gets that much bigger that quickly, and it's an amazing thing to use. The only downside to it is you are so huge that problems you never thought being a problem actually start cropping up. Like right now, I have to weave in and out of these resources here on the ground. Later on, when you're big enough, you have to worry about your wheel getting stuck on one of them, right? Like you're that big, and it's nuts. And then you have to worry about the fact that none of your weapons are even that low to the ground to hit these things. So you can't even, you know, really destroy them, and you'll end up getting stuck on one of them, and it's like annoying. So yeah, it's like a whole set of unique problems as you get bigger. Or if you get faster, you have to worry about the fact that you just can't control your bot. He goes flying off of a cliff and damaging half of his health, and you know, you're constantly having to just repair your bot from moving, let alone fighting, you know? Like, so it's It's pretty cool. I like that. And then, of course, you have the flying they added in, which, again, is drastically different than anything else in the game. I mean, the controls are completely different. The way you have to actually account for weight and stability, you know, like it's amazing because it's so difficult to do. At least I've always had a... This is not going to let me over it, is it? Like, I need to find the right spot. This vehicle does not do well out here. I don't know why I took it out into the mountains. This is like the worst region for a bot like this. You know, I mean, if you're going to use a bot like this, I would say stick to the salt flats and the desert. Maybe the grasslands, because you do got to go back to your base. And usually, the first one you put down will be in the grasslands. Later on, when I build my bases, I build them out there on the salt flats. It's more dangerous, but at that point, you have guard towers, you have bots sitting over there, and anything that shows up just gets annihilated. And it actually is a nice thing to have, because when you do, you go back to your base and, oh, look, there's like 50 new blocks there just sitting there waiting for you, because your towers destroyed, you know, several bots while you were gone. So you actually want them to spawn as often over there as possible, because again, if it's a, oh, wow, look at that. That just shows you how off balance we are when we go over things like that. Oh, crap, we took some damage there. Nice. Okay, well, we lost, I think, a block, because that area up there, first of all, is not getting repaired, because I don't have a repair bubble to stick up there just yet, but it is shielded, so I don't think the shields really work, though, against... What is this stuff over here? Is this the stuff we're looking for? It might be. Let me look, see what it says. You know, I don't really like the new description box that they put up. No, that is not the stuff we're looking for. But I don't think we've used that before. At least I don't recognize the illusion they have on it. They have been changing the graphics, and I keep hearing that there's a lot more changes, you know, planned. And so if you like any of the graphics nowadays with the way it is, you may not be seeing that for too long, which could be a shame. But I don't know. I've liked the changes they've made to the graphics. I like how they kind of do retain some of that feel, but at the... Oh, we're going to go over here and kill this, guys. We have to. I mean, I want to go back to the base, but we need the geocore blocks, and if we can get even just a few of these, especially the wheels, attach them to our bot, and, oh, look at that in the background. There's even a bigger one. Whoo, oh, he's getting attacked. Yes. Yes, that means I don't have to fight him alone. Only thing I have to worry about is which one do I want to fight at the end. Oh, well, I guess it's not going to be that guy. Jeez. Nice aim, dude. Nice aim. Now come over here so I can destroy you. Oh, stop hiding behind that stuff. Jeez. You better not be blowing anything up, because I'm going to hurt you if you are. I'm going to hurt you regardless. Actually, no. You butthead. You, oh, dude. They know exactly what you want, and then they stick it to you when you're trying to get it over here. It's actually kind of funny how often this stuff kind of happens to me when I'm going through this game. Oh, come on. With the amount of weapons that I have, how hard is it to kill this guy? I don't even have my shields up. That was probably a horrible maneuver. Yeah, look at that. Completely annihilated most of my bot right there on the front. I'm going to have to rebuild that too. Jeez, that was horrible. Okay, let's go ahead and put down our reactor, because we do need to repair up, because I'm betting more than anything we took a lot of freaking damage. So yeah, look at that. Let's go ahead and put this down, and we will start rebuilding here real quick. Let's see. Might give us a good chance to actually look around, like what's going on underneath here. What I will do is I will throw some more wheels down there on the bottom, that's for sure. And that will allow me to, you know, dissipate some of the weight. Might actually be a good thing that this happened. Let's see. Let's grab some of these wheels up here. We will have to move up a little bit just to get up here. Now, we do have to watch out. We don't want to get attacked while this is going on. And we do have to worry about these items disappearing. So if you really, really want access to one of these things and you don't want to risk it, go ahead and grab it, attach it, pull it off, drop it to the ground, and now you have access to it. Now you've discovered it, and you can go ahead and buy that in the shop later on. So even if all this, you know, depops or disappears, and an enemy comes by and destroys you, and whatever the case may be, you will still be able to build this by just getting money, which is really, really nice. But we're going to go ahead and continue with building down here. So let's see. I think I'm going to leave some space for the wheels, and I'm just going to come out the amount of distance we were at before. Let's look at where it's underneath right there. I think that's the distance. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we were going to make the top match the bottom. Unfortunately, we just lost the bottom. So I'm not quite sure if it's going to look the same, but hopefully it will. We do have the blocks for it, so let's move some of those back a little ways. You know, it'd be cool if they gave you a function to flip a switch or something like that and have these items either pull closer to your bot or move further away, depending on, you know, the push, and depending on the severity of the power that you put on it. And so you could actually have it where it did, you know, more pull or less. You know, so like when you're building, you can have these items just kind of fill the screen. That way you don't have to keep zooming out. I guess maybe I'm asking for way too much, but it just seems like they could probably do it, and it would be, I don't know, a semi-decent feature. I think it would be useful in some situations. Other situations, it'd be kind of a cheat, because you could actually use that to just sit there and have all the stuff pull towards you, and then have it automatically recycle, and then you're just picking up all that gear as well. But then again, I don't really see a downside to that either, because by the time you get to that point and you have everything set up, you've pretty much earned it. So maybe you should be able to do something like that. I don't think we're going to use any of these weapons. I don't want any of those down there. I need more blocks. Let's see. We'll put this sideways. What else do we have here? Sorry about that, guys. So let's see. We need to back up here for a second. We need to get some power, because we do need to repair this stuff. Now, unfortunately, it did seem. Did we lose a couple repair balls? No, they're still there, right? Oh, we did lose some in the front. How could we lose some in the front? Well, it's covered now. Yeah, okay, so that's how it was. We didn't have any down there. I was trying to remember, what did we have in the front, but I guess it was just blocks and weapons. So now we can replace some of those with just some empty space to kind of get rid of some of that weight there. And let's see, is it all repaired? Pretty much everything that we can repair we have. Not a good placement, but we're going to leave that there for now. Let's come up here and see what else we got. I wish I had brought another one of those cabs. I should always have at least 3 or 4 of those on me. And that way, if I want to build another bot right here, let's go ahead and attach that one as well. Let's see, what else do we have over here. You know what we could do, like I said before, I wanted to go ahead and create the body of this, but I was going to do it with the yellow blocks. Well, we already have an opportunity to do that right now, so let's actually try that out. And as you put blocks underneath, it will go ahead and raise it up a little bit higher. Is that where I want it? I guess I want this out one more, if I can get it that way. I don't know if I can. You know what I might have to do is I might have to take that off, put this on there, then I can put that on here. Now how do I get the other side? That I can't do a 3. No, that's not gonna look right at all. I guess I can do it in gray, or actually, yeah, that's all I have to do is I just have to put a block there. And then when I put this on, let's see, come on, put it on right there. We go. Ah, that's gonna look good. And I just have to fill that gap in with something else down the road. So let's go ahead and put some more blocks here. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, we got some ones here. We're gonna put that down right now. What else? We got some bigger ones. Yeah, let's go ahead and put those over here. So we're going to keep building here. Sorry about the little pauses here and there, guys. I'm having some issues with my computer tonight. Hopefully this isn't kind of mess up the recording. In the past, when I have to do this and splice the pieces together, occasionally the program will splice it where my words will be off every single time it goes to another one. So the first one it splices in, my words will be off slightly, and then the next one it will be even more, and so on and so forth, until it's just ridiculous and it just sounds horrible. So hopefully that won't happen on this one. I like to do it in just one take most of the time, so that never happens. But like I said, issues with the computer here. So it does look like we're going to run out of blocks here, so I'm going to have to move this stuff around. I think I'm going to do that off camera, try to get this built up, and we'll end the episode here. Hopefully I can get those computer problems sorted out. Again, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button. subscribe definitely helps grow the channel, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below because I do love hearing back from you guys. And again, thanks for watching. Till next time.